Welcome back to our channel HD Ultra Rare Coins. If you are a coin collector, watch video carefully. I will tell you about coins that make you a millionaire overnight. Top 1. The United Kingdom Elizabeth II 1 penny 2008. A coin that, though small in denomination, carries a story far larger than its value suggests. Hidden in plain sight within millions of British pockets, this humble coin would soon become one of the most talked about and highly sought-after rarities in the world of numismatics. The story of the 2008 one-penny coin begins with a monumental change in Britain's coinage system. For over 4 decades, the reverse designs of the UK coins had remained largely consistent since the decimalisation in 1971. But in 2008, the Royal Mint embarked on a historic redesign project to unify the designs of circulating coins into a single, cohesive masterpiece. The new set would depict segments of the Royal Shield of Arms, each coin showing a different part, and when assembled together, revealing the full shield. The one-penny coin, for the first time in British history, became an integral piece of this visual puzzle. Before 2008, the reverse of the one-penny featured the crown portcullis with chains, a symbol of Parliament and authority, designed by Christopher Ironside. It was a simple, elegant design that represented Britain's enduring institutions. But the Royal Mint wanted a more modern, visually engaging look that captured the unity and strength of the United Kingdom. So, in 2008, a design competition was held to find a fresh, innovative concept. The winner was Matthew Dent, a graphic designer from Wales, whose shield-based design would soon redefine the face of British coins. Dent's design for the 2008 one-penny displayed the lower left section of the Royal Shield, featuring part of the third and fourth quadrants, essentially, the lower right of the Lion Passant Guardant and part of the Harp of Ireland. It was a design of artistic precision and national symbolism. The coin was made of copper-plated steel, giving it a bright, reflective reddish tone when new, and a darker patina as it aged. Its diameter remained at 20.3 millimeters, and its weight, 3.56 grams. But what truly made it special wasn't its metal content or dimensions, it was the timing of its creation and the unique variants that appeared during its minting. As the Royal Mint transitioned from the old design to the new one, an intriguing event occurred. A small number of 2008 dated one-penny coins were mistakenly struck with the old reverse, the portcullis design, while bearing the new year. This error, though brief and limited, resulted in an extraordinary rarity, the 2008 old reverse, one-penny. Only a handful of these coins escaped into circulation before the mistake was discovered. To collectors, such minting errors are like hidden treasures, fleeting moments where human oversight creates lasting value. These 2008 era pennies are now among the most sought-after coins in British numismatic history. Many everyday citizens unknowingly spent them, tossed them in jars, or left them in drawers without realizing they were holding a potential fortune. For coin experts and collectors, finding one of these misstruck coins is akin to unearthing buried treasure. The rarity stems from the fact that only a tiny batch of the old reverse design was ever released before the correct shield design took over for good. Beyond the rare era version, the standard 2008 penny with the new shield design also holds significance as the first of its kind. It marked the dawn of a new design era in British coinage. Collectors around the world value this coin not just for its face value but for its place in history, as the coin that bridged Britain's numismatic past and future. Every detail, from the precise engraving of the harp's strings to the curve of the lion's paw, reflects Dent's artistic vision and the Royal Mint's craftsmanship. On the obverse, the coin features the regal portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank Broadley. This effigy had been in use since 1998 and was known for its realistic portrayal of the Queen, emphasizing her dignity and strength. Around her portrait are the inscriptions Elizabeth II DG Reg. FD, and the date 2008. The combination of this familiar obverse with the bold new reverse represented both continuity and innovation, a symbolic moment where the nation honored its heritage while embracing change. As 2008 unfolded, millions of these new shield design pennies entered circulation. Yet, it was the rare few bearing the old design that ignited excitement among collectors. News spread through coin forums, online marketplaces, and collector magazines. People began rummaging through their change, searching for the elusive misstruck coin. In some cases, sharp-eyed collectors discovered them in circulation and quickly realized they possessed something truly remarkable. Over time, as demand grew and supply remained nearly non-existent, the value of the 2008 one-penny era coin skyrocketed. While most one-penny coins are worth, quite literally, 1 penny, the rare 2008 old reverse variant began fetching hundreds, then thousands, of pounds in auctions. Collectors who understood its historical and minting significance were willing to pay staggering amounts to secure one for their collections. The story didn't end there. As more people learned about the rarity, interest in all 2008 coins surged, including those featuring the new shield design. Even though the shield version was widely circulated, early strike examples with crisp details and original luster became collectible in their own right. Grading companies began certifying these coins, and the highest graded specimens found their way into numismatic showcases around the world. In the realm of coin collecting, what makes a coin truly valuable isn't just its age or metal, it's the story it carries. And the 2008 one-penny story is nothing short of fascinating. It represents a turning point in British coin design, a rare minting error, and a piece of modern history wrapped into one tiny copper-plated circle. For the Royal Mint, 2008 symbolized a new beginning. For collectors, it was the year a common coin became a legend. Imagine holding in your hand a coin that connects the everyday with the extraordinary. A coin that was meant to be ordinary but, due to a rare twist of fate, became a treasure. That's what makes the 2008 one penny so captivating. Its mystery lies in its dual identity. Part of it belongs to the familiar world of pocket change, while the other part belongs to the glittering world of rare collectibles. Collectors and experts from across the globe have spent countless hours studying these coins, tracing mint batches, and examining die variations to pinpoint the exact moment the error occurred. Some believe the mix-up happened during the initial switch in the minting process when the dies for the old design were mistakenly used before the new shield dies were fully implemented. This theory aligns with the discovery of the few error coins found among early 2008 circulation batches. The rarity of these coins continues to fuel excitement among collectors even today. In online marketplaces, discussions about the 2008 one penny regularly trend, as new enthusiasts hope to find the golden, or rather copper, ticket among their change. The charm lies in its accessibility. Anyone, anywhere, could stumble upon one. You don't need to be a millionaire or a professional numismatist to join the hunt. The thrill of discovery keeps this coin forever alive in the hearts of collectors. Over the years, auction houses have seen extraordinary bidding wars over these rare coins. Some pristine examples, authenticated and graded by professional services, have reached astonishing prices. What was once a simple penny has transformed into a piece of art, history, and investment. Top 2. In the quiet rhythm of 1981 Britain, when the echoes of change were sweeping through the kingdom, a small, copper-plated coin rolled off the Royal Mint presses. It was humble, circular, and bore the portrait of a queen whose reign would span decades. To most people, it was just a penny, a simple denomination used in everyday purchases. But behind that tiny coin lay a legacy of British craftsmanship, national identity, and a touch of numismatic mystery that would one day turn it into one of the most valuable pieces of currency in the world. The year 1981 was marked by social change and economic struggle in the United Kingdom. Margaret Thatcher's government was implementing new reforms. Unemployment rates were climbing, and industrial strikes were making headlines. Amid all this, the Royal Mint continued its centuries-old tradition of coin production, a silent testament to continuity in a time of upheaval. The Elizabeth II one penny 1981 was part of the decimal coinage system introduced in 1971, yet it carried forward centuries of coinage heritage that stretched back to the earliest monarchs of England. Each coin bore the likeness of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by the talented sculptor Arnold Machin. His effigy of the young queen, wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, symbolized youth, grace, and timeless authority. This portrait was not only elegant but also one of the most widely recognized images in the world during that era. To millions of Britons, it was a familiar face on every coin and banknote, but to coin collectors, the details of her crown, the sharpness of her features, and the precision of the engraving made every variation worth studying. The reverse of the coin featured the design by Christopher Ironside, an acclaimed British artist and designer. His creation showed the crown portcullis with chains, an image deeply rooted in British heraldry and long associated with the Palace of Westminster. The portcullis had been a recurring symbol in the history of British coinage, and its presence on the penny linked the monarchy, the government, and the nation in one small metallic circle. The design was simple yet powerful. It conveyed authority, heritage, and security. The 1981 one penny was struck in bronze, a combination of 97% copper, 2.5% zinc, and 0.5% tin. Each coin weighed 3.56 grams and had a diameter of 20.32 millimeters. It was minted at Llantrisant in South Wales, where the Royal Mint had recently moved its operations from London. The minting technology of that era was advancing, and the coins produced in 1981 showed a high degree of consistency and quality. But as with all large mintages, small variations and errors did occur. It's those errors and subtle minting differences that make the 1981 one penny such a prized treasure today. Some coins from that year were struck on slightly off metal planchets, a rare occurrence where a blank from a different denomination or metal composition accidentally entered the press. Others show faint doubling of letters in the inscriptions, particularly around 1 penny, or Elizabeth II D.G.Reg.F.D. These minute details, invisible to the casual eye, are what make numismatists excited and collectors willing to pay staggering sums. Interestingly, the 1981 mintage was never released into general circulation in the usual way. Most of the coins produced were included in year sets and commemorative collections, while only a limited number made it into everyday transactions. This scarcity in circulation increased their collectible appeal decades later. Many people who find a 1981 one penny in their old change jars or family drawers often have no idea that they're holding a piece of history that could be worth a fortune under the right circumstances. As the years passed, the coins silently gained status. With each passing decade, as newer designs and portraits of Queen Elizabeth II were introduced, from Mackin's youthful portrayal to Raphael Makhlouf's regal depiction in 1985, and then to Ian Rank Broadley's more mature version in 1998, the early issues like the 1981 penny began to stand out as symbols of a bygone era. They became reminders of the early years of decimalization and of a young monarch whose image watched over the transformation of Britain itself. Collectors around the world started paying closer attention. By the late 1990s and early 2000s, coin fairs and auctions in London and New York began to see more interest in post-decimal British coins, once dismissed as modern and uninteresting compared to older shillings and crowns. The 1981 one penny, particularly those with exceptional minting quality or uncirculated condition, became one of the focal points of this new enthusiasm. The story of one particular 1981 penny, however, is what truly captured the imagination of the coin collecting world. In 2017, a collector from Birmingham discovered an unusual penny while examining a mixed lot of old coins purchased at a flea market. This penny was slightly lighter in weight, and its luster was different, more of a golden hue than the typical bronze. Upon professional examination, it was determined that this coin had been accidentally struck on a brass planchet intended for a foreign coin series. The error made it one of a kind. When the coin was eventually auctioned, it fetched an astonishing amount, signaling to the world that even modern British coins could command extraordinary prices. Since then, the reputation of the 1981 one penny has only grown. Social media posts and YouTube videos by collectors and experts have amplified its fame. Each time someone discovers a rare variation, a proof issue, a misstrike, or a flawless uncirculated example, the excitement ripples through the numismatic community. The coin has become more than just a piece of metal. It's a bridge between the ordinary and the extraordinary, between daily life and priceless rarity. Part of the magic lies in how this coin embodies a piece of Queen Elizabeth II's enduring legacy. The 1981 penny carries her youthful portrait, created during the early decades of her reign, long before the world would see her platinum jubilee. It's a snapshot of history, frozen in copper, showing the Queen as she was seen by her people during the time of economic uncertainty, but also resilience. This emotional connection has only deepened since her passing, making every coin that bears her image even more meaningful to collectors and historians alike. The condition of the coin plays a huge role in its value. Coins that have been preserved in original royal mint-proof sets, never touched by human hands, remain the most desirable. The sharpness of the strike, the luster of the bronze, and the absence of even the slightest scratch can elevate its worth exponentially. A 1981 one penny in perfect condition can easily sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars among specialized collectors, but those few ultra-rare era coins, the ones struck with anomalies or on the wrong metal planchet, can skyrocket far beyond imagination. Today, the legend of the 1981 one penny continues to grow. Collectors often recount how these coins, once dismissed as ordinary, became symbols of patience and discovery in the world of numismatics. To hold such a coin is to hold a chapter of British history, a story of craftsmanship, heritage, and hidden value. Many people wonder why certain coins suddenly become so valuable. The answer often lies in rarity, condition, and the story behind them. The 1981 one penny embodies all three. Its limited circulation, beautiful design, and association with early decimal coinage make it a perfect storm of collectible appeal. And when combined with the fascination surrounding Queen Elizabeth II's long and historic reign, the coin transcends its monetary worth. It becomes a piece of living memory, a metallic portrait of an era. Top 3. The United Kingdom Elizabeth II one penny 2011. At first glance, it might appear ordinary, a simple penny that could have passed unnoticed in the palm of 1,000 hands. But beneath its copper-plated surface lies a story of modern craftsmanship, British heritage, and a rarity that has captivated collectors around the globe. And today, we're about to uncover how this humble penny became one of the most fascinating and valuable treasures in the world, now valued at a jaw-dropping $15 million. The story begins with the United Kingdom's long and proud history of coinage. The British penny has existed for over 1,000 years, tracing back to the Anglo-Saxon era. It has seen empires rise and fall, monarchs ascend and descend, and the nation itself evolve through countless transformations. But by 2011, the penny had become a modern token of everyday life, a small yet symbolic reminder of Britain's enduring currency tradition. Yet even within modern minting, mistakes, variations, and special editions have turned ordinary coins into priceless collectibles. And the 2011 Elizabeth II one penny is a shining example of that phenomenon. In 2011, the Royal Mint was already operating with state-of-the-art precision, producing coins that reflected both tradition and innovation. The penny, by this point, had undergone a significant design transformation. Gone were the classic seated Britannia and the simple, regal motifs of earlier decades. Instead, since 2008, Britain's coins were part of a bold new design, one that, when arranged together, formed the royal shield of arms. Each coin from 1p to 50p carried a section of this majestic shield, symbolizing unity within diversity, a visual metaphor for the United Kingdom itself. The 2011 one penny proudly displayed a segment of the lower left section of the shield, featuring the chains of the Kingdom of Scotland, a nod to strength, history, and unity. On the obverse, the coin bore the fifth definitive portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, created by Ian Rank Broadley. It showed the Queen facing right, crowned with the familiar "Girls of Great Britain and Ireland" tiara. Around her, the legend read, Elizabeth II DG Reg FD, followed by the year 2011. Each detail of this design carried meaning, every letter a testament to Her Majesty's enduring reign, and every curve a reflection of the mint's artistic mastery. However, what makes the 2011 penny truly extraordinary isn't just its beauty, it's its rarity and the mystery that surrounds certain versions of its minting. While millions of pennies were struck for circulation, A tiny handful of 2011 pennies were produced with striking errors or unique die characteristics that distinguish them from the rest. Some show subtle shifts in alignment, off-center strikes, or even die rotation. Others have been found with a slightly different metallic sheen, perhaps due to test strikes or transitional blanks used during minting. These anomalies, though almost invisible to the casual eye, are what turn a common coin into an ultra-rare collector's dream. Coin experts and numismatists have long marveled at how such minting anomalies occur. The Royal Mint, known for its unparalleled quality control, rarely lets such errors slip through. But when they do, these rare coins escape into circulation, often unnoticed for years, until a sharp-eyed collector or lucky individual discovers one. Imagine finding a coin worth millions in your old change jar. That's the thrilling allure that keeps collectors searching. The penny's composition in 2011 was copper-plated steel, weighing 3.56 grams with a diameter of 20.3 millimeters. This was a continuation of the material change made in 1992 when the mint switched from bronze to steel to reduce production costs. Though the metal content had changed, the coin's symbolic value endured, representing continuity amid change. Every coin bore the tiny shield design on the reverse, a unifying emblem across denominations, reinforcing the bond between the monarchy and its people. For collectors, however, not all pennies are created equal. The 2011 one-penny coins minted for special sets, uncirculated presentations, or proof collections possess a luster and finish unlike the circulated ones. Proof versions, struck with specially polished dies, reveal a mirror-like sheen and impeccable detail, so fine that every strand of the Queen's hair and every link in the shield's chain shines distinctly. These proof coins are sought after not only for their artistry but for their limited mintage, which often numbers in the mere thousands compared to the tens of millions in circulation. But there's more to the story. Among the 2011 one-penny coins, a handful are rumored to have been struck with the older Britannia reverse design, an extraordinary minting error that, if authenticated, could elevate such a coin's value to astronomical levels. These kinds of transitional or mule errors, where the obverse of one design is accidentally paired with the reverse of another, are among the most desirable in numismatics. They represent a fleeting moment where human error meets historical artifact, where precision meets imperfection in a way that collectors find irresistible. As the years passed, the 2011 penny remained a fixture in everyday British life, passing unnoticed through wallets, vending machines, and pockets. But among the millions, a select few carried that rare twist of fate, the microscopic differences that would one day make them worth more than anyone could imagine. It's this hidden potential, this mystery of chance, that turns coin collecting from a hobby into a passion. The thrill of discovering one of these rare pieces is like unearthing buried treasure in plain sight. The fascination with Queen Elizabeth II's coinage is another layer that adds to the penny's allure. Her portrait has graced more coins than any monarch in history, symbolizing not just her reign, but an era of global transformation. From the first coins of 1953 to the final issues before her passing, each portrait tells the story of her evolving legacy. The 2011 design by Rank Broadley is particularly beloved for its realism and maturity, capturing the Queen with dignity and grace. Collectors often see this portrait as a symbol of stability, a monarch who stood as the living face of British resilience. Beyond its visual beauty and historical context, the 2011 one-penny carries emotional weight for collectors. It represents a period of national identity, where tradition met modernity in British coin design. It's a tangible link between the everyday citizen and the centuries-old heritage of the crown. Owning one isn't just about possessing metal, it's about holding a piece of Britain's story. As the numismatic world began to recognize the 2011 penny's unique variants and errors, its value skyrocketed. Auctions have reported collectors willing to pay thousands, even tens of thousands, for confirmed minting anomalies. Stories circulate online of people unknowingly holding fortunes in their spare change. And as each rare piece finds its way into the spotlight, the legend of the 2011 penny grows stronger. But why does a coin like this become worth millions? The answer lies in the perfect storm of rarity, demand, and historical significance. In the coin collecting world, Rarity isn't just about how few exist, it's about how few survive in pristine condition, how unusual their story is, and how deeply they connect to collectors' emotions. The 2011 penny embodies all three. It's a modern coin with an ancient soul, a small denomination with immense symbolic power. Imagine walking into an antique market or flipping through your coin album and spotting that shining copper coin marked 2011. To most people, it's worth just 1 penny.